Divisive moves from the North Carolina Democratic Party. Some members say their chairman should never have returned. David Parker submitted his resignation this weekend after a sexual harassment scandal. However, party members voted not to accept the resignation. Parker insists Democrats will come together under his leadership. Capitol Bureau Chief Laura Leslie reports some observers don't think that's true.
At a chaotic 6-hour meeting on Saturday, embattled Democratic Party Chair David Parker first offered his resignation, then himself when the state executive committee voted to reject it.
My friends, I resign to this party, but I abide by the will of the state executive committee.
His supporters said Parker was the victim of a conspiracy by elected officials. Parker said those officials pressured him to refuse to serve.
I will tell you that there have been a lot of phone calls made. But this is our party.
His decision humiliated those who had publicly called for his resignation, especially the party's gubernatorial candidate, Walter Dalton, who had announced at that meeting that Parker would step aside. Spokesman Schorr Johnson said Dalton was surprised and disappointed by Parker's move. David Parker had assured him that he would resign and assist in the smooth transition to a new chair. Clearly, that did not happen, Johnson said. Now the Dalton campaign is calling it a distraction. Elections are about the issues and the candidates, and most voters don't know or care who the volunteer party chair is, Johnson said.
I think it was a big slap in the face to Walter Dalton.
Greg Flynn is a Democratic activist who thinks Parker should have resigned. He says the divisive fight will hurt Democrats this fall. The state Republican Party thinks so, too.
You have a rift between the Democratic Party and the top-ticket Democrat in the state. That's a huge issue for their party overall, with their messaging, with their fundraising, everything they do. So it plays into an advantage for us, yes.
Parker said he believes the party will reunite behind him within 2 or 3 days. NC State Professor Stephen Green doesn't think that's true.
It's going to be more difficult to rally the troops, to get the organization going, because at the top of the organization, which is so central to the ground game in 2012, it's chaos right now.
Neither Parker nor anyone else at the Democratic Party was available to talk with us today. We asked Governor Bev Perdue for a comment, but she deferred to Dalton. In the meantime, Republican gubernatorial candidate Pat McCrory said the issue is unlikely to matter to voters. David?
Laura Leslie, thank you.